Welcome back, everybody. Yes. You are still tuned in to The Lowdown. Now, we got a great guest returning to The Lowdown today. He's a relationship coach. Y'all give it up for Aaron Jordan. Yes. There he is. There he is. All right. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Please, join me.
Yes, my man.
Join me. There you go.
That makes sure the focus sucked in.
Bro, I know. Ooh, I'm with you.
Make sure the stomach is like,
Ooh, brother.
I got invited back to the barbecue.
There you go, man. I know. I try to make sure I look right. Some people wear Spanx. I got on whooping.
Wow. Oh, man, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming back with us,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Now, this never goes away, man. There's certain things that people are always going to need. They're going to need food. They're going to need shelter. And they're going to need relationship advice.
That is true.
So I'm glad you were here, man. Mr. Know Your Worth, if you will.
That's what they call me.
So everything's going well for you, man.
Yeah,
I see you on
good.
social media, sir, doing your thing, sir.
I appreciate it, sir.
Gotcha. Podcast is still going.
Podcast is
TV is still going. Come on, man. Look at that.
You know,
you are blessed, sir. You are blessed.
I'm trying to be a blessing.
Now, I always mess with you, man. And Aaron, you always take with a grain of salt, man. I mess with you because they say practice makes perfect.
It does.
And you, sir, are a relationship coach, and you've been married how many times?
Well, this is my first marriage, but I've been engaged 3 times. This is my first marriage, but I've been engaged 3 times.
Oh, and I'm messing with you because all your experiences are what led you to your long-lasting relationship now. And I love the fact that you are willing to actually share your expertise.
Most definitely.
So I wanted to jump into a couple questions with you, man, because a lot of people going through stuff right now, relationships and whatnot. I wanted to ask you, do you have advice for people who may be dating with kids and they're back into that dating pool, or for a person who starts dating someone with kids? That has to be a very touchy situation.
It is a very touchy subject and situation, because the thing is, kids are impressionable no matter what age they are. You know,
they don't forget.
Going from adolescent years all the way up to teen years. You know? So you got to be really mindful of who you have around you, who you have in your space, and guard your energy.
Absolutely.
You know, I always tell people that relationships are more spiritual than it is physical.
Explain that.
Because of the simple fact is that you have emotions. And with kids, they pick up on emotions.
They do.
And if they see something for a very long time, especially if they're seeing like domestic violence in the house and abuse, or
unfortunately,
they grow up thinking that that's all that they deserve.
That's right.
So being mindful about who you have around your kids, who you have in your space, I think that's, and then effective communication too.
Okay, explain that, because you really have to sit down and talk with this person, because you gotta form borders, parameters, and you gotta understand where each other is coming from.
Exactly. When I say effective communication, meaning that all parties involved, no matter if you got a toxic relationship with your kids, father, mother, whoever the case may be, it's all about the kids, because at the end of the day, their well-being should be the high priority.
The priority. And I just thought of something as you brought something up. You brought up an interesting point. It's 4 people involved in that relationship.
It is.
It's the guy, the man and woman dating, the child, and the other parent.
Exactly.
How tricky can that be? That's a lot of fun.
It's
Bro,
a lot
it's hard enough for just 2 people.
But now you gotta navigate and maneuver all those emotions, those personalities, and safeguard that child.
Gotcha. You do.
You do. So it's crazy.
It is, because I'm imagining, okay, both sides of this, man. If I'm the parent, it's my child. You're not bringing my child around everybody, because, you know, I don't, like you said, kids are very impressionable. I don't want them to see if it's a man or a woman in and out of the house like that. So I can imagine it being rough guarding that energy and guarding your child and finding someone who can understand that.
Because you can be stuck in a situation where you're actually vibing with that person, but the kid don't like them.
How does that work? What do you do?
You stuck in a situation.
Wait, do you get rid of the kid? I mean, what do you do?
I mean, you know.
I mean, no, I'm playing. We playing. We're joking.
Hey.
We are joking. Don't you cancel me. All right? But what do you do in that situation? Honestly, if you're in a relationship with a person, a man or a woman, and you guys are really clicking, you guys are really communicating well, and things are growing and progressing, but the child just doesn't like you, then what do you have to do?
The thing is, man, you know, you take it back to those days with when your grandmama and your granddaddy was back in the day. When they was dating.
All right.
You know, biblically it says that, I don't want to infringe on anyone's religion, but biblically it says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. A man leaves and cleaves to his wife. So when you think about that, he leaves and cleaves to his wife, not to his kids.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
But it's hard because of the simple fact that's your offspring, that's your seed.
Absolutely.
Too as well. But the thing is, I say that's where the whole dynamic of energy and being and having that energy around you, where they can actually see the whole dynamic. You're not arguing, you're not fighting, you're not fussing, but I'm operating in my capacity.
That's right.
To teach, you know.
And I like that. Now, we've looked at it from the, let's say, the parent's point of view that has the kid. Now, on that other side, let's say you keep growing, you keep going, and everything is going good, but you move in together. Now there's a whole nother conversation. Because now you guys are living as one blended family, and there has to be some rules.
It has to be. It has to be. And again, that's where the conversation piece comes in.
There you go.
Effective community, not skirting around the issues, not just trying to hide and tuck things. Effectively have that communication.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough because, you know, the child's going to come to you and need you.
Yes.
It's all about you being there to be able to service that child.
Absolutely. And I will say this before we go to break, too. Children love to test boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
And they will already test their, what do you call it, biological parent. But you coming in, and you might be a stepdad. You know you're going to hear, well, you ain't my daddy.
How much time you got for this? I mean, because, man.
I know you experienced stuff like that. And it can't be a knee-jerk reaction. It has to be where you guys are both on the same team.
On the same team.
But I definitely want to discuss that a little bit more when we get back from break. Y'all don't go nowhere. My man, relationship coach Aaron Jordan in the house with us right here. Slow down. We'll be right back. There it is. All right, welcome back, everybody. Yeah. Thank you guys are still tuned into the Lowdown. We were having a great conversation with relationship coach Aaron Jordan right now. Now, we're in the middle of talking about the situation that may come up when you start dating someone with a child. And let's say the relationship keeps going, it keeps growing, and you guys, you know, become a blended family. Now you have to deal with the dynamic of raising a child that may not be yours, and you have to set boundaries and parameters. Now, at some point, like we said, kids are gonna try you.
They're gonna try you.
They're gonna try you. So you're gonna get that one time they're like, well, you can't tell me what to do. You ain't my daddy. Like, so.
That'd be the one where you say, okay, go live with you.
Go, you can't say that.
You can't say that. You can't say that, though.
And Aaron, I learned you can't punch him in the throat.
You can't throat check them, you know, even though you want to. But actually, before I got married, I actually had a situation like that.
Okay.
Where the son, he had a conflicting relationship with his dad or whatever. And, you know, of course, with kids, they want that time.
Absolutely.
You know, they go to school, they go to these games, and they see other kids, you know,
interacting with
them,
at
the plays, at the programs, and things like that. But the thing is that one thing that'll turn around for the child is you show up for them.
There you go.
Even no matter what they say, no matter what they do, you show up. And that changes the dynamic with them. They still gonna try it because it's gonna be normal kids.
That's right.
But if you show up and support in the time of need,
that makes a difference.
That makes all the difference.
Gotcha. Because I'm gonna tell you, some of the best dads were stepdads. Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely seen it, man.
They at the ball games. They at the plays. They at the, you know. So it's all about that.
Teaching them to ride a bike and throwing a ball with them. And just time.
Now they may not be able to throw the ball correctly, but they teach them.
But he's trying.
He's trying. You know.
That's nice, man. So I definitely want to follow up with you about your podcast, man. How's everything going?
Oh, everything's going good. It's called Revamp the Podcast. So I was in radio for quite some time, traditional radio for about 4 years back. And from my last shows in 2017, 2019, the whole dynamic shifted, the whole digital space.
Absolutely.
So I made the pivot. And so now, man, we're going on about 5, almost 6 years.
Hey, man, we're going to clap for that. Hey, bro. Man. Hey, that's steady.
But I took it a different route, you know. So a lot of people, they have the interviews and stuff like that, like traditional radio. So
yes.
Mine is it's 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
On the go, quick hits about straight talk topics on relationships.
Yeah, you don't cut any corners. You are not. You know, you don't.
None whatsoever.
No, you don't sugarcoat it.
Straight talk, straight to the point, and it's some pop, man. We just came in like over 40 countries right now.
Come on, say that again.
Yeah, man.
40 countries,
40
man.
countries,
Come on, man. 40. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, we got 40 countries here in Florida.
Yeah.
We do.
Yo, the biggest thing now, if I can monetize it, that'd be a totally different thing.
There you go. We're gonna speak it into existence.
Hey, man.
It's gonna happen.
Hey, man.
It's gonna happen. Now, also, we got to give you congratulations, give you your flowers while you're here. TV, sir.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, and it looks great, by the way,
I appreciate it, man.
Got to tell everybody about your TV show.
Yeah, so it's called Cafe Conversations with Mr. Know Your Worth. So I came up with the concept up back in at the end of 2019. And so I'm a huge stickler on legacy. I'm a huge stickler on
talk about it
on generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I try not to cut corners.
There you go.
So I did the upfront work, and I own all of my content, all of my 100% copyright.
Everything you see from you is owned by you.
Is owned by me.
Because that's one of the biggest things right now with financial literacy. We're telling people ownership.
Ownership.
Know your worth. Don't sell it.
Don't
Keep
sell it. The thing is, Tyler Perry, he did an interview some years ago, and stressing the fact about ownership.
Yes.
You know, owning your IP, owning your content, because content is king.
It is king. Content.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I definitely want to give you your flowers. I know you might not be able to talk about it a whole lot, but I know your book done well, man. Please tell them about your book, man.
Yeah, so I wrote my first book back in 2013. It's called The Power Within a Woman's Worth from Both Sexes, right? And so my production team in Tennessee, just a little nugget. So we're going to the whole book to movie aspect.
Come on, man. Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
Man.
Hey, bro. So if you need if you need like a Denzel leading man, but you can't afford
Denzel Morris Chestnut right here.
Bro, talk to him, I tell everybody, if you squint, turn your head and don't look at me. I look just like turn the lights down low.
Just real low. You know?
Man, everything is going great for you, Aaron. I'm so proud to see it, man. Don't stop coming here, but I want to ask you before you go, man, what's next for you?
Man, the biggest thing, man, is at this point in my life, I'll be 40 this year. That
Hey,
I'll be
40.
But the thing is that I've done a lot.
You have.
And so my thing now is the whole development aspect and putting out positivity and enriching and impacting others that look like me to go into this space. Because every time people think that you have to have a big budget, you have to have this, you have to go have this particular camera, that camera. Man,
no.
Everybody's looking at their phone.
That's right.
You can record a podcast from your phone.
Yes, you can.
And put it out there.
And still look like quality.
And still have the quality, the sound quality, and everything.
That's right.
And everybody think you have a big production.
But you don't.
You don't.
You are living proof of that, man. And people watching right now, y'all look at him, because if y'all want to do it, just get up and do it, just like him. Now, I want everybody watching you right now, Aaron, I want them to follow you and support you. So can you share with everybody your social media real quick?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm on Instagram at Mr. Know Your Worth _ between all letters. All words.
Words, there you go, man.
They don't want them looking up.
There you go. They're going to look up
that.
the wrong thing. Yo! Yes! Yes! Oh, yo! What? Oh, me?
Yes. All for you. All for you.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Mike, they love us.
They are prepaid.
All right, nice.
There you go. Yeah.
I will pay you back.
Sure.
Never. But
All
thank
right.
you.